Right, so tonight we're going to be doing Disney Frozen 2. So I picked this up recently because these are starting to be on special. This was the last one in the shop, so I thought I'll get this one. Let's just quickly do it, and because I'm doing this too late at night, but I keep saying, well, I'm not going to do them late at night. I'm going to do these things earlier in the day, and then I don't actually do them earlier in the day. So I'm not actually doing them at the moment, but I'm not actually uploading very well. I mean, I've uploaded 2 videos, but I haven't actually published them because I keep forgetting to look up the set numbers. Because the thing is that I'm so behind in uploading videos that the videos that I have uploaded, I've actually thrown the box out that the set came with, and I don't remember the number, and then I have to look it up on the internet, and it's like, oh, it's so much effort to do that last part. So they're just sitting there waiting to be published. But I'll do them tomorrow. So anyway, this is Olaf, and he's got a pencil, which actually looks kind of neat, and some other bits and pieces and arms. So I don't know how long this is going to take. Looking at this bag, shouldn't take too long. Yeah, all the other ones had figures in it. But, okay, keeping everything on the right here. Well, actually, I'm going to move that one to the side. That's the large pieces. So I'm going to try and learn from my mistakes. And carefully put it in the middle so that the pieces don't... Alright, and get the little book out first. So this is the book area. And here we go. Get those there. So I haven't made a big mess. So hopefully this won't take so long when we have to find pieces. I mean, oh gosh. So I didn't bother to tidy my desk. Like, I don't care. Right, is everything centered? It is. I've realised that there's lots of blank pieces of paper here, but they're all got marks on them. So this is like the only clean piece left. I'll have to change them over soon. Alright, this is a very uninteresting thing to say in a video, but we're going to go with it. Oh, there's 2 purple things. Alright. So, starting off with the purple one that doesn't have the missing bits. So I haven't bought the Sesame Street set yet because I'm like, this is a pretty big investment. I haven't actually been to the shop yet to have a look at it. But I kind of wanted to get the Sesame Street one because it looked really cool. But it looks like I might be getting some more Mindstorms NXT Lego unexpectedly because I got a good deal on the internet, which will be interesting. So, like, well then I won't be buying the latest Mindstorms now because I'm spending too much money on these things. Well, I might buy something, but not at the moment, only on Christmas Day, or after Christmas Day, like Boxing Day when they have sales. Maybe when they have the Black Friday sales, which are very silly to have in New Zealand. They're just not, it's like having Halloween in New Zealand. Why do we do these things? Why? Money, sell things, that's why. But we've got to make this bit. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the smooth thing. I almost went to the Lego shop in Auckland today, but I didn't. I just went past it while going for a run in an area of Auckland that I don't normally run in because it's too far away from where I live. But I just happened to have the opportunity. No stickers to do it today, so I did. That's a true story. And I saw some geese, which made me happy because it looks terrible without the stickers. But that's okay. We can pretend. Well, I should. Oh, I can see that in the. I don't think I have 3. Oh, here it is. In the Sesame Street thing, there's an awful lot of stickers. In fact, on the designer video, they were all like. Making a big thing about it. There's so many stickers here. It's like, well, that's grand, isn't it? That's just wonderful, good work. But I guess there's, if you're going to have like 50 stickers or something, you can't. 50 little simple things, you can't print them out all the time. Oh, great! And we have to add a few more bits and pieces on. So these are neat. It's the opposite way around smooth bits. They always come in handy, and it's a nice little book thing. What's it on the box? It's his thing that he's got. It is a book. It's an actual book. He's reading things from the book. We do have to look at the stickers. We've got. If the stickers were really easy to take off, and they might be really easy to take off, then I might put them on. He's got like there's a letter or something, and some leaves and other bits and pieces. Well, it's exciting. That's very exciting. All right, but that's not the main attraction here. Oh, what? We're going to have to start with a pencil? Like that's a weird thing to start with. I mean, actually, that's how I draw things. I like to start with like a particular point, like I don't know, an ear or something, and then go from there, which is like the opposite of what they tell you to do. But then I like do like, you know, one little thing and just do a reasonably good picture of it, and then jump over to some place that's miles away, and then do that, and then sort of link them together. But that doesn't. I haven't done a lot of drawing recently. I was going to do just a sitting down trying to draw on this channel for 30 minutes. Now that I've worked out how to flip the camera around. Sorry if you just heard that. I'm just moving the little thing in front of my camera. Turns out flipping the thing around is simple, but now I'm like, well, I've been doing it for so long this way, I'm not going to bother flipping it around. Well, I like doing it this way, so I'm going to flip it around for some things, maybe not on this channel. But because I like when you play them back, I just prefer looking at it as though I'm talking to you across from a table or something, as opposed to you're inside my body, you've possessed me, and now you're standing and using my hands for me. Kind of video, which is different. But I've been keep buying all these cameras and stuff, and I really want to do something that's not me just looking at my hands. This little cool. I think I mentioned it before. This weird Sony camera that has a built-in. I think it's Sony has a built-in projector, and it's just so weird. I keep thinking, it's like, well, sooner or later this has got to be in a camera, right? Like it's not that thick. It's quite small. It's a bit big for the. I'll have to bring it out to show you, but you can look it up on the internet. I'm sure it's quite common. Like I don't buy cameras very often. I just got this randomly off the internet, second hand, from someone who doesn't use it very much. And I'm like, well, that's actually a lot cheaper than the current going price for these things. So I'll get it, and I haven't actually used it much. But it's just that the whole built-in projector thing is blowing my mind because it's so tiny, and it actually works. It's like, wow, gosh, that's amazing. That you would think that, you know, you'd think by now that you would have cameras, you'd have phones that would project well onto the wall. But I guess there's not really that much. But I was thinking about it because it's like, well, you know, if I had a thing like that, I wouldn't need it to be I wouldn't need it to be phone shaped, because the screen doesn't matter anymore. I could have like a little box, and it could actually be quite different, and actually it could work well. And you could just say, well, I don't need any screen anymore. I'm just projecting everything when I use it, which no one would do, because you can't project, you know, your Instagram feed while you're sitting on the bus on this. You know, you can't project it on the ceiling or something. And no one's going to do that. So it'd be a kind of a niche thing. Well, they might. I mean, I don't know. Some people like showing everybody what they have on their Instagram thing. What am I looking for? I'm looking for one more of these. Where is it? Like, I can see all these smooth curved ones. Here it is. Like, I feel like this is not going to take very long, because look, I've done the main part here. It's all done, and it's only 9 minutes in. So we are going to finish this on time. And I love doing it. Actually, I've always enjoyed putting like roof pieces together when they're not completely straight, when they've got like corners and stuff. It's such a satisfying thing to do. It's just, and look at this one, you're going to go all the way around. So that's nice. I was going to do, oh, that's right, I've got this car, which I've actually kind of broken it because I've lent it to children to play with. It's an RC car. That isn't quite a kid's one. It's like you can actually drive it better than like a standard toy car. It's not quite a top of the line professional cool RC car, but it's still a pretty good RC car. Well, it will be as long as I don't break it anymore. So I thought I might take that to the, because it turns out, like, this is a weird thing, is I live near a mountain in the Auckland sense, which means it's not kind of like a hill, but it is essentially an extinct volcano that has this, where I'm trying to find this, what's this thing here? Oh, that's right, okay. And a radio controlled car course thing on it that you go to, and you can drive your car around in circles. And they used to have like an RC car club. I don't think they do anymore, but the course is still there. And so I thought, well, that will be fun. It's been there since I was a kid, and I've never been able to have a car that was useful enough to go on it. But now I do, as long as I haven't broken it anymore, because I broke the controller a bit, and so now it doesn't center properly, which is like, ugh. But other than that, it kind of goes okay. So I'm gonna do that. And so my point is that I'm gonna take a camera and I'm gonna film it, and then that's kind of like another live action thing, not like, you know, me filming some random birds. But they're not random birds; they're my friends. I'm you know, I see them so often, and I actually felt really bad because I didn't feed them yesterday when I went past, and they came out to see me, and I was like, sorry, not today. I don't have any food on me. I forgot. And then I rode off, and they were like, what? Why did you not feed me? And then today I didn't actually go their way, so I didn't have any food. Even though today I actually put food in my backpack, just in case I happen to come home via the way where the birds are. But I didn't, even though I knew that. But I thought, well, I feel like I'd been making up for yesterday when I knew I was going to go past them, and then I didn't put any food in my bag. Today I'll put food in my bag, even though I'm quite confident that I will in fact not go past them. Which is in fact how it worked out. So there you go. And tomorrow I don't think I'm going to go past them either. But on Friday I probably will, because today is actually, I don't know what day it is. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday the something or other, or something or other. It is post-American election day. Right. So you can't talk about these things on this channel. It's not a politics channel. But it's like it's everywhere. So that now frames this video and what time of the century it is. So what's the next thing? Because the point is, I might not actually put this video on the internet for like another 5 weeks or something. So it could be completely out of context otherwise, unless I put some sort of statement in there to date the whole thing. Right. What have we got next? The arms. Well, these are going to be fun. Oh, this is taking it. Okay, now, we're only at 15 minutes, 13 minutes on the clock, or something like that. So, it still hasn't taken a long time. So, I might actually get this done swiftly enough. And then they just go up like that. And I'm not too tired yet, and I haven't coughed, so we're going really well on that department. Or have I coughed? I might have cleared my throat. I haven't done my so I think I finally got that little bug thing out. Having said that, I sneezed a couple of times yesterday in a strange way, but I could just have hay fever, but I've never had hay fever in my entire life. So I'm always suspicious when I sneeze. Usually when I like go into a different room or something, or it seems like a very hay fevery thing, but it's like I don't get that kind of stuff. I don't sneeze randomly at flowers. Flowers don't annoy me. Sometimes the changes in light do, and going from the hot to cold, that will do it. But that's what everybody does, so I know they do the light thing, but I think it's not uncommon. Brains are weird. Right, and so this is random pink pieces. Do you get to see the pink piece? I guess you might. Well, we'll find out. Ooh, and how are these? So these are going to go there. So that's interesting. I don't know if I like this. It's like there's such a big gap there. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It reminds me of this scar which you can't see on my finger, because there is there. You have to just see it in the right light. where I cut my finger when I was a young person, like about the age of 13, in metalwork class. Shop class, maybe that's what they call it some places. But I was like filing down this thing that was in a vise, and I slipped and I went and cut my finger right across this metal thing that was really sharp, and it was super sharp, and like it made this really cool cut in my finger where it didn't bleed at first, but it was so smooth and so precise, and it had like this sort of valley appearance to it, like it was like looking at the trench in the Death Star, and it looked kind of like this, and it was just amazing, and you could see right inside, I mean, like through the skin, and it was there, and I was absolutely fascinated at it for all of about the 5 seconds or so before it started to just bleed and bleed and bleed, and then I was like, oh no. But I've always remembered that. So now I've just described it on a video so that people else will, whoever else watches this, will remember that as well. And I always think it was funny because the metalwork teacher was always like, you need to, because I had long hair, you need to tie your hair back. But he wasn't very, he didn't really enforce that. Like, I don't think he even made me not tie my hair, because I didn't want to tie my hair back because I thought I looked terrible like that. Not that I thought I looked good with long hair, but that's another story. But then, you know, the injury that I did in fact get from metalwork class was not getting my hair stuck in a machine that sucked my hair in and caused like a fatal injury, but in fact was from filing a piece of metal. So, which is a good thing, because I think we can all agree that is a much more preferable injury than dying in a drill press or something. So, I'm sorry if anyone's had any incidents like that happen in their life that they know of to someone, because that can be quite traumatic. Right, so here we go. Let's put that there, and that there. So this is like one of these things, right? You look at this and you're like, what is this? It looks more like something from Star Wars. But you know that soon it's just all going to come together. And that's the part we're all looking forward to. I don't know, this looks so weird, but when we put the eyes on, see what I mean? Now we've got some eyeballs on. It's making sense. So I've got to pick up some googly eyes tomorrow. Alright, that's much better. I don't like putting the eyes on correctly. It's just not cool. Not cool at all. And I haven't put the other one of those on. So there's supposed to be 2 of those. Right, so I think we've got it at this point. And we don't get to see the pink, so there's the answer to your question. And I wonder if like they chose that because this is probably going to be more popular with girls, this particular set. Like, I don't see why this set, I know it's the Frozen Disney princess essentially series of Lego, but and with the Friends characters, but this one here is completely like, you know, for everybody. Everybody likes Olaf, so you know, it's a boys and girls set, like targeted, like as far as I'm concerned all sets are boys and girls sets, but the stark reality of the matter is that more girls would buy in general these sets, but not this one. And I'm just saying the point is that they've got a pink inside piece where they could have just used yellow or orange or blue or something standard, but they've gone with that, and maybe they're just like, well, you know how girls are with the colour pink. They either like it or they absolutely hate it. So we'll make the inside thing pink. Which is fine, because there was also like the mauvey sort of colour as well. So those are nice colours to have, and you know, for various things. I think. Well, they're aesthetically pleasing colours. Unless you hate pink, of course. But still, so that was long-winded and it led to absolutely nowhere. The best kind of conversations. What's up next? All these little round things. So that one goes there, and that one goes there. And do they actually have a picture of Olaf in the movie so that you can compare? They don't have one from the. Maybe it's in here somewhere, because you want to compare, and I don't happen to have my Frozen 2 fan club scrapbook available at the moment that I keep around with me most times, but not today. I haven't actually seen Frozen 2, so there you go. Oh my gosh. Go in. It's not, it doesn't go all the way in. What have I done wrong? That's as far as it goes in. I feel like this should actually, look at that. Oh no, there's a little tiny ridge on the inside. Okay, that's why that's not going to go in. Okay, well that feels, they should have better carrots. They should have two types of carrots, ones that will actually go all the way in, and not ones that get stuck there. But I guess that's too much effort, because how often is that going to come up? Right, and then we have to put their head on, and this is going to be fun. It's usually quite fun. Oh look, and the whole thing moves, which is neat. Whee! Okay, and we've got all these blue bits left, and we've got some brown bits. And that's going to go into here, which will look interesting. Oh, I do really wish I actually... Oh, look, it even tells you that the little black button thing can fall off, which is... I don't... Is that something from the movie? I should go watch it. Is that from Frozen 1? And then I feel really bad because I haven't watched it for a long time and I can't remember it. He doesn't lose a button in that film, I'm sure of it. Right. Oh, there's two styles of these. Okay, there's the backwards and there's the forward style. So the backwards style one goes there. And oh, this is actually going to be satisfying. It's a bow tie. Well, this is cool. I feel like they've even this is something that one of the designers has somebody came up with this idea at some point that used these flipped around ones to make a bow tie, and they've just been dying to put this on something. Oh, I get it. You can pop the button off, and the next page is telling you, and you can put a bow tie in there instead. That's weird, because I can't imagine anyone's going to have like alternating between. Or maybe they will, like Olaf dress up. Well, he's after a formal occasion now because he's got his bow tie, but later on I'll have to have his button back. So we did get a lot, quite a few, a lot of minis. I don't think that was even part of it. Spare pieces. So look at that. It's a good collection of spare pieces. Wait, wasn't this meant to go on something? This came with a set. So where does this go? This goes on his feet. I completely missed the part where he has feet. So I don't know what page that was on, but they're going to be on page 47 now. So now he's got feet, and we can't see how well he stands up with the camera angle, but he stands up fine and falls over fine too, which is actually what you want for comic purposes. He spins well. He's a bit wacky. Look at him. I can't remember how he speaks, so I can't do a terrible impersonation of him, but he can hold a pencil. You can hold a pencil to whatever you say. I don't think that's how the expression goes. Holding a candle is not the same as holding a pencil. He probably would like to hold a candle as he goes on a summer vacation, but then he can't. Right. No, he says. No, that's not at all how he sounds. And here's that. And here's the stickers. We can pretend the stickers are on. Pretend. Where did the Olaf one go? Oh, it goes right there. Olaf. You can't read this part though. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. I'm going to make some more videos because so much stuff to get through. Just literally so many sets. Like all these other sets, and I went and bought another one and did that one instead. Is terrible. And I'm probably going to go buy on Friday, 2 days from now, some more Frozen 2 sets that are bigger than this one, and I'll probably spend the next 5 weeks making them very slowly. Thanks for watching. Bye.